Alrighty guys, we are back for some mono red aggro. It's about time we revisit this in Alchemy. I believe the first time we played this in Alchemy, it did pretty darn well. This is revisiting, so a couple of the cards have been swapped out. I don't even know what the original deck looked like at this point, but it was relatively similar to this, right? Guys, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm Red Cat, and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well. Additionally, guys, we've been playing a lot of Alchemy right now, but I also plan to play a lot of Standard in the future too, especially once Neon Dynasty comes out. Super pumped for that set. And we'll probably start with Standard once that set releases. So, guys, we're going to go over the deck briefly, then hop into some Ranked. But, guys, this is a weekend build, so I guess we should go over what the plan is here. So, guys, any amount of adjustments you want me to do to the deck, leave it in the comments and I will do my best to accommodate everybody. You know, if we get a whole bunch of comments, I guess technically I won't be able to implement every change, but yeah, for this Saturday video, you guys can leave whatever comments you want for any adjustments you want to see in the deck, and I will do my best to implement them into the deck. As long as it stays true to what the deck is meant to do. In this case, it is mono red aggro. That being said, if like a majority of you say, nah, mono red burn is where it's at right now, and you guys want me to adjust it into a burn style instead, like stuff like that is 100% possible too. Okay, enough rambling. Let's go over this real quick. We got 4 Pit Fighters, 4 Fireblade Chargers, 4 Play with Fires, 3 Voldaren Epicures, 2 Bloodthirsty Adversaries, 4 Cemetery Gatekeepers, 3 Rahildas, 3 Reckless Impulses, 3 Roil Eruptions, 4 Reckless Stormseekers, and 4 Toralf's Disciple. Nothing in the 4-drop spot, guys. We're going for a low curve here, and I know that that might not be the best with Stormseeker, you know, not being able to curve out into a 4-drop and swing in with a big beefy hasted dragon. But even then, you know, having all these lower curve cards, we're really trying to outrace clerics right now, guys. Usually I would say we're trying to outrace control, but clerics are just so dang fast and so dang powerful, and there's not a lot of ways for this deck to actually deal with Alchemy clerics, you know. Some noteworthy things in the mana base, we got 4 Faceless Havens, of course, with their Alchemy nerf being a 3/3. Okay, I don't know if there's a whole lot of other noteworthy things in the deck, guys. The whole goal is to do what red does best, and that's you know, yeah, that's a lot of things. Red does a lot of things right, but mainly we want to get them down to, you know, that last 2 damage really fast, and then we top deck that burn spell. There's almost no better feeling when stuff like that happens. Alright guys, let's go ahead and hop into Ranked and see how it goes. If you guys would like me to go over the decks in more detail, do let me know. I do, I like to briefly just summarize what the deck is supposed to do and then talk more about the cards as we play them. This is an alright hand. No 1-drop, but we have the Play with Fire, and we will keep the Play with Fire open. And we might take that Scry, depending on what creature they lay. And we take that Scry. Excuse me, guys. I'm going to keep that on top, because a land is not bad to see when we can go right into the Disciple. Opponent's down to 16. Excuse me, guys. I'm getting a drink of water. I was trying to hurry. Roil Eruption on the pack leader is pretty good. And then we get that Fireblade Charger down, so that's a pretty good draw too. So we get a swing here. And we get that Charger down. Yeah, the Disciple, they would have just traded there for sure, I think. Feels good to be back in red, that's for sure. Reckless Stormseeker, do they swing? They do, yeah, no blocks. We are definitely the ones on the offensive here. So we're gonna get the Disciple down, and we have Faceless Haven open for next turn. 6 damage is a lot. If they try to be aggressive again this turn, they better have a backup plan. Because we got a lot going for us right now. Another Adversary in hand, too. So if we top deck a land, we could potentially get that Roil Eruption out of the grave. Okay. Yeah, if they try to go wide here, that's a good way to combat this board. No, they're planning on swinging in. Wow. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. I got concerned for the opponent for a second. So Snakeskin Veil could be a thing. We might just power up the Haven, full swing, and see what happens. Because that Lightning Bolt could wrap up the game next turn. I think this is just a full swing. Okay, so that's stuck for a little while. They might have their own Roil Eruption or something like that in hand. No, that's a sorcerer. I'm sorry, guys. I'm crazy. As soon as I said that, I had to check. Another playset of Lightning Bolts going into the deck. Yeah, something. Snakeskin Veil. The Inscription of Abundance. Is that an instant? Could be that as well. Okay, they block the Haven. And this is 4 damage going through. Okay, it was the Snakeskin Veil protecting their Reckless Stormseeker. I don't know, guys. It's looking pretty good for us. They need a lot here. They need some life gain. Land into Inscription of Abundance would be awful, right? Because they could kick that and gain some life. And get rid of the Disciple. Oh, no. I'm scared now. It could easily be that. Such a great card, guys. Okay. Volatile Arsonist. That does kill... Oh! That's a lot, bro. It's a lot. Kills the Fireblade Charger, but that just guarantees that the Lightning Bolt ends this. Target face. Look at red doing red things, guys. Let's go. Oh, good game, opponent. Good game. As you guys can see, I did test the deck a little bit already. 50% win rate. That was a little while ago, though. So far, 100% win rate on the video. Let's go, guys. That's what we like to see. And it was a fast first match too. I love it. It feels really good to be back in red. I'll probably say that like 10 more times throughout this video. So yeah, I don't know if I explained it well enough at the beginning, but as we're playing here, any cards that you guys think would be great in mono red, let me know, and I'll do my best to implement most of them into tomorrow's deck. So this is going to be essentially part 1 of mono red aggro, and then we'll have a part 2 tomorrow. Opponent goes first here. I don't like the looks of this. They could just be rocking some control, and this is a pretty slow hand if so. At the same time, the double Stormseekers is pretty tempting to keep, especially when we have the mana for it. Yeah, I don't know. We only have 22 land in the deck, so hopefully we don't draw too much more, because we don't need too much more other than some Faceless Havens. Alright, let's see. Second land, Foretell. No, Professor of Symbology. It's a good blocker, but I wonder if play with fire to the face for the scry is just better. Especially since we... Okay. I guess we take out the professor. Just because it can chump when it comes time. Oh, nice. Faceless Haven. That'll come in handy. Rahilda probably getting bounced next turn. But we gotta try to have it stick. Okay, if they just Teachings of the Archaic, we could get a pretty good swing here. Nah, divide. They'd probably want to divide on our turn, though. I don't know. I hope this was a good choice to pop the professor over the face, because like we know that they have board wipes and such. So they divide now. Okay, this lets us get a swing in with Reckless Stormseeker. Additionally, Cemetery Gatekeeper could grab an instant. But the problem with this style of control is they do have a lot of sorceries as well. Like, I think all their board wipes are sorcery. Cemetery Gatekeeper's fine, but I think just getting a swing here is relatively valuable. Especially if the Stormseeker sticks on the board and then we could drop the Rahilda or the Cemetery Gatekeeper and give it some haste next turn. Because that's pretty spicy, honestly. Next turn, Faceless Haven is available as well. Yeah, we gotta go faster. It is a shame that we went second against the control deck. Definitely a shame. Back up to 19. They have 2 open. Could be a Jwari Disruption, so we want to be careful here. We're going to start with the Reckless Impulse. See what we hit off the top. See if we can get a land out of the way. Cemetery Gatekeeper is acceptable. Fireblade Charger guarantees that it doesn't just get Jwari Disruptioned, though. So that could be a thing too, but since we have another Gatekeeper in hand, getting the Jwari Disruption out of their hand is not terrible. Well, we walked into it. I don't know if I don't know if it was a good play or not, but I mean, we knew it was coming. Yep, so Doomscar could happen now. It is available. Teachings of the Archaic not doing a lot for the opponent right now. Okay, they're looking at the Stormseeker. They probably have a Fateful Absence, which is also something that they would want to do on our turn. Yeah, Teferi gains them life. That could be bad. Yeah, we've seen many times where that 2 life from the 2 life from the +1 on the Teferi just gets the opponent there. And it's pretty brutal, honestly. Okay, Faceless Haven power up could get rid of the Teferi. But Stormseeker into the Fireblade Charger. We'll still have an open mana. We have to anticipate a Fateful Absence here. And then anticipate a board wipe next turn as well. So the Stormseeker might be wiser to hold back. And we might just want to take out Teferi now and Fireblade Charger. We really don't want to lose the Faceless Haven to a Fateful Absence. So we're going to start with Rahilda. We're going to get the Charger down now, because we'll still have 2 open anyways. And I don't plan on using those 2, by the way. And we'll see if we can get that Fateful Absence out of their hand. Oh, okay. Nothing stuck at all. We have to anticipate that board wipe, so I'm not going to be dropping the Cemetery Gatekeeper, and I hope I don't regret that. Yeah. Even so, yeah, Divine Purge, yeah, like I said, we had to anticipate the board wipe, and I am glad that I held that back now. Yeah, Divine Purge making it very difficult to play aggro right now, which is just a shame. Now's the time, guys. Cemetery Gatekeeper is going to take that Divine Purge, so that way they can't do it again when they drop their Leer. And another Cemetery Gatekeeper could take the Divide by Zero for the same concept, or we could Reckless Stormseeker and go ahead and swing on in here. Additionally, we have the Fireblade Charger over here that costs more. Let's see, if they drop the Leer, they can't really play anything right now anyway, so we would have another turn to hit the Divide. I'm going for the Reckless Stormseeker swing here, guys. Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat, guys. I really am. This is gonna be, I mean, we know that a match like this is gonna be an uphill battle for a deck like this, so oh, those angels are gonna block way too well. Blocks the Faceless Haven really well too. We could take one out with the Play with Fire. Here's the problem. If we swing with the Cemetery Gatekeeper, they might just double block right into it. But that means we can only take out one. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to drop this down. We're going to grab that Divide by Zero. Okay. We're going to give it haste. We're going to full swing. And we have that Play with Fire open. And I hope that's all right to do. We just don't want to... We don't want to give them too much here, right? That's pretty good, guys. That's pretty good. So we Play with Fire this. Ow. We lose the Reckless, but... Okay, do we want to play against another board wipe? Or do we need creatures down? We probably need those creatures down. I mean, now's the time, guys. We'll hold it back. We'll hold it back because a board wipe hits their angel too. It's really tough. Really tough decisions. You guys will have to let me know what you would have done in some of these scenarios. So they foretell, is that just the Doomscar? They might just be sitting on the Doomscar. Field of Ruin gets rid of our Faceless Haven. Yeah. Yeah, it gets rid of our Faceless Haven really well. It's really no good way to play these out. Really no good way. They don't know what's in hand. We gotta try to slip that damage through. Okay, I'm gonna start with the Fireblade Charger. Yeah, this is unfortunately one of those turns where we have to hold back all because of their 4/4 Angel. Do we get Rahilda down now? I'm assuming this is a Doomscar is the problem. Yeah, man, Divine Purge slows us down so much. Every time we play against it, it's just such a huge hit for such a small amount of mana. Yep, Field of Ruin hitting the Faceless Haven. So we do get this untapped, but it doesn't matter because they did it at the end of our turn. So we couldn't like play the Rahilda down or anything. Yeah, we started with the Charger because we were anticipating the Doomscar, guys. And at least we'll get a damage through. And we're trying to like bait it out essentially, so that way our more valuable creatures might stand a chance on the board. Need another Faceless Haven. I mean, not right now. Off the top, we need another burn spell so we can get our Cemetery Gatekeepers through. They end up swinging, so that is going to be the Doomscar this turn. So it's kind of like I said. We wanted to make sure we could bait that out. Opponent's down to 8, so what have they got in hand here? Nothing, and we see another land. Okay, so this isn't bad, actually. What this lets us do is it lets us do this and the Cutthroat from our hand. Oh, maybe. They do have 2 open here, so... Come on, let the Cutthroat hit. Oh, Disruption. GG, opponent. Oh, man, that is tough. That is tough. And when I say GG, I don't mean that they just won. I just mean that's a... I guess I mean good play, really, when I do that. Yeah. Yeah, we tried. I mean, they had it. Man, that could have been really good, though. That could have been really good. Wait, that would have been this would have had double strike, guys. That would have been game. Oh. Opponent had that Jwari. They might still have a Fateful Absence. Let's be real, guys. Yeah, if they decide not to play anything here, Stormseeker flips and gives plus... Oh, okay, Divine Purge. We can still recast it. Another land, guys. That's no good. That's no good, guys. Yep, divide it by 0. Yep, that slows us down big time. Okay, Mascot Exhibition, beautiful. That's a beautiful lesson grab for sure. Another land. Okay, I think that I don't think the game wants us to win, guys, unfortunately. That's 10 land total. There's still 12 land left in the deck. It's just we're drawing them way too consistently right now. This always enters the battlefield tapped. But yeah, the opponent has blockers for days now. Discover the Formula, great draw for the opponent as well. Key to the Archive. This does tap them out, so let's see what we top deck here, guys. They discarded Divine Purge, feeling confident. And they swing to make the game go a little bit faster here. At least that's a card, and I think we dish it all out, right? We get this down, and we get this down. We dish it all onto the board because at this point, it's just not looking great for us. We can't really swing here because it all dies to the 4/4. I mean, it just all dies in general, right? So we're just going to do this. We're going to no attacks because we're looking for some kind of opening. We might be able to clear an opening off a top deck, or I'm not really sure what we're looking for. I'm not really sure if there's an answer right now, but I mean, a Reckless Impulse off the top does let us see 2 cards at once. We do have enough mana. Okay, so Full Swing is probably a board wipe, so we probably just trade here, but just in case this isn't a Doomscar, we're just gonna take the damage, and I mean, we know that this is a super uphill battle, and so we might as well roll down the hill a little bit here. Yeah, the Time Warp puts the nail in the coffin, I would say, because they get to go again, they get to swing, they have a Teferi who slows time as well. Yeah, opponent ran away with this one, guys, but honestly, let's talk about how good Jwari Disruption was for them. This is a really good card, guys. I mean, the fact that you could play it for a land too if you just don't need it at the time is pretty sweet. But yeah, I mean, that got them there. It could have been anything, though. It could have been as simple as a Fateful Absence. Right, so they take another turn after this. Oh no, this was their second turn. I don't even know anymore. I don't even know, I'm losing track. Let's pop that GG, and we'll go ahead and let them play that out, just in case they got quests. As you guys saw, my quests have completely built up, and let's go ahead and use this and see what we draw here. Nice. There wasn't anything that could save us, but I think we really got to see the power of mono red right now too. Like this could have gone either way. They did run away with it, unfortunately, but nice opponent, nice. On to the next one. Dang, that was a 17-minute match, guys. Those matches take way too long. I'll tell you what. At somewhere around the 10-minute mark, if you're playing aggro and you're not getting the upper hand, it's probably wiser to concede for the sake of time and then try to get some faster wins in. If that's what you're going for, right? If you're like playing ranked or something. Other than that, it is nice to play those out sometimes because you can accidentally slip through a victory. Like we almost won. It was that Jwari Disruption in our way, which is crazy. Oh man, 1-drops are hard to come by, but at least we got that Play with Fire for some early damage here. Or early removal. Early damage it is. Pit Fighter. We'll keep it. We'll keep it because I don't want to play the Gatekeeper out just yet. We could Gatekeeper grab the Play with Fire. It does take a card away from our Vampire Adversary. But that would make it so that instances... I mean, yeah, that's not terrible. We're anticipating what is it here? So if they play any instant cards, they'll take 2 damage. Like, that's not terrible. I was going to hold it back to take something from them, but any extra damage going to the opponent's face is valuable. Okay, that's double red, bro. It must have a lot of... Oh. That foretell could be a number of things, guys, but I'm probably like a, what is it, Crush the Weak, or I don't know right now. Crush the Weak does 2 damage, right? So it won't hit the Disciple. So we're gonna get that Disciple down and swing for 5. Get that play set of Lightning Bolts into the deck. And honestly, land off the top wouldn't be bad if we could play another Gatekeeper and the Adversary next turn. Especially if it means getting rid of like a sorcery out of their grave with the Gatekeeper. They end up passing. I'm trying to remember. It's been so long since we fought against Izzet. Is Crush the Weak an instant? Or what else could that be if not? That could be the, what is it? The Foretell card that does 4 damage. Yeah, we're gonna go for it, guys. We're gonna try the Adversary. If we eat a board wipe, at least we have something else to play. Let's see what happens. We get another playset of Lightning Bolts shuffled into the deck. That's where those Reckless Impulses come in, by the way. Draw a couple lightning bolts off the top. Prismari Command deals 2 damage to them. They get a treasure. And this is 5 damage here, guys. Okay, I'm anticipating board wipes. We're not going to play anything down, I don't think. We could grab their Prismari Command. This could just be as simple as dragons, though, right? Yeah, no, I'm going to stick with it, guys. I know that if we play something now, we could get there sooner. I'm going to stick with it. They might have a Crush the Week. They might have something else. Going to hold it all back. What, we have 8 lightning bolts in the deck right now, so pretty good chance. Oh, Conductive Current. Yeah, I'm really glad that I didn't play it. I'm really, really glad. They might miss a land drop here. Nope. Got 2 open. Geist Channeler. That's a blocker. Do we take sorcery or instant? Man, where's Faceless Haven when you need one? Okay, I'm gonna hit that current. Gonna go sorcery with it, and we are gonna dish these out now. Even if they get hit with another one, like they're low enough to the point where we want to see stuff on the board, and if it comes down to top decking a couple burn spells, then that's what it comes down to, right? Just hope the opponent doesn't put us on a timer first. Dual strike. With what? Divide by 0. Nice. Couple learns. At least Conductive Current is out of their graveyard. Because I'm assuming a deck like this runs Leer. So we might want to take the Divide by 0 too. Come on, guys. We got to see something. We got to see some sick top deck action. No more lands. We've been seeing too much of that already. Yep, back up to 8. It's a good grab from the opponent. He wants to keep that for a blocker. Okay. I was going to say. Yeah, look at that. Earlier in the game, we are getting punished for exiling the Play with Fire. Yeah, nothing in the grave to hit with our Bloodthirsty Adversary. But, I mean, we could bring this down as a 3-3. But it could also help us close out the game when we do see some burn as well. So we're going to start with the Cemetery Gatekeeper. We're going to take that Divide by 0. We're going to get that Pit Fighter down again. And I'm sweating a little bit here, guys. Sweating a little bit because we definitely need to see some burn spells. Still 8 lightning bolts in the deck. Ooh. That's rough, bro. Oh, lightning bolt. Okay. Okay. Right. So how do we want to do this, guys? We can't just Roil Eruption and Kicker. We'd have to pay the additional cost, I believe. But I think it's still the Adversary. Keep the lightning bolt in hand. Auto pay. Grab the Roil Eruption. See, I wish we could. I mean, casting cost modified by 5, right? I don't think we can. Wait, can we? Yeah, no, we have to. We have to do the 2. Yeah, you have to pay the additional kicker. It tricked me a little bit there. Full swing because we got the lightning bolt. So they have to block the 3 and they take 4. Yep. Oh, they're gonna take the 5 if they block anywhere else. Yeah. Whoo! Come on now. It all comes down to their turn. if they tap out by doing Mascot Exhibition, we got the Lightning Bolt. GG opponent. Good game. Let's go, guys. Let's go. That's what red is about. Woo, feels good, guys. Feels good. Okay. Okay, guys. So, we had some 3 super different games. We went up against Gruul Werewolves, got a victory. Went up against Azorius Control, which is always a tough matchup. One of the best decks in the game right now, right? And then we just went up against some fancy Izzet. It looked like maybe it was an Izzet Mill going with the dual strike or whatever. And we got that damage through with a lightning bolt. That was pretty sweet, guys. I'm pretty proud of those 3 matches. They were all really good and really fun. But, I mean, what do we expect when playing mono red, right? My home, essentially. This is my home. So, guys, I hope you have some ideas for what we could do to modify this, as we have part 1, mono red aggro today, and tomorrow, which will be Sunday, we will have mono red aggro part 2, but with your guys' added cards. So, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. What could we add to it, right? Maybe it would be worth throwing in those Town Razor dragons, right? Just so we could get like more benefit from the Stormseeker. In this particular scenario, it could be argued that the Stormseeker was just like, because it has such a large target on its back too, that not worrying about going into your 3-drop into your 4-drop it is just arguably better, because on that turn 4 you maybe want to do a couple different things instead. Plus, Stormseeker still hits a lot of cards here, right? It's not bad to throw on any of the 1-drops, or Rahilda for that matter, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, guys, I think this deck's pretty good. I think it is. I like it a lot. I am biased, though, of course. I'm always biased towards red. But yeah, guys, enough rambling, right? Let me know what we could change for tomorrow's video, and I will see you then, guys.